brought peace to our domain?
Yes.
So fortunate to have found so brave a knight, so able.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 scariest mythical or supernatural creatures in video games. For this list, we'll be looking at supernatural creatures from various folklores and mythologies that we fearfully went up against in video games. However, we're only including one entry per creature. Which of these monsters from myth scared you the most? Share your experiences in the comments.
Hey Mojoholics! For a chance to win cash prizes, play our live daily trivia challenges every day at 3 p.m. and 8 p.m. Eastern only at WatchMojo.com/play.
Number 10. Trolls. Unforgiving. A Northern Hymn. The right developer can work horrifying wonders with a smaller budget. Inspired by Swedish folklore, Unforgiving: A Northern Hymn places you in a dark forest and tasks you with escaping. Making that harder are twisted creatures itching to keep you there, or worse, take a bite out of you. The most troublesome foe is a towering one-armed troll. There's no way for you to fight back. All you can do is flee, hide, and hope you can complete your objectives without it seeing you. While there are plenty of other scares to be had courtesy of other monsters, the troll's relentless pursuit will get your heart racing better than most. Number 9. Fenrir. Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Here you die.
Clearly based on tales from Norse mythology, this entry in Ubisoft's long-running series features a plethora of famous gods and other figures. However, the boss fight that intimidated us the most was against the gigantic wolf Fenrir. With a mouthful of supremely sharp teeth and his blood-red eyes fixed directly on you, he's quite the sight to behold. But the fight shows he has the ferocious combat prowess to back up his bark. You'll get no indicator for any of his attacks, nor when he burrows underground, so you'll constantly be on your toes, moving and waiting for the opportune moment to strike. Of course, Fenrir will probably have an easier time of that than you. Number 8. Guardian Ape. Sakuro. Shadows Die Twice. Although it is set in a fictionalized Japan, Sakuro still takes a lot of inspiration from Buddhist mythology. Monkeys and apes are seen in many Japanese folktales, which unfortunately led to this imposing boss fight. The Guardian Ape may not seem that scary at first. Sure, it's much larger than you and packs a mighty punch, but the horror comes in the second phase. After you decapitate it, the ape rises again to continue the fight. The second round is courtesy of a giant centipede controlling the ape from the inside. The boss's writhing body and aggressive tactics are unnerving to say the least, and they certainly weren't expected. Number 7. Lady Alcina Dimitrescu, Resident Evil Village.
Heisenberg is but a child, and his devotion to you is questionable. Give the mortal to me.
Prominent throughout European folklore and pretty much everywhere now, the vampire is one of the world's most famous monsters. And we don't think any video game vampire has scared us quite as much as Lady Dimitrescu from Resident Evil Village.
Oh shit.
There you are. All this for a child who isn't even here.
While the entire internet thirsted over her, actually going up against her and her 3 daughters was a nightmare. Ethan Winters became trapped in their castle, with every chance at freedom being blocked by the Bloodsuckers. It was a thrilling game of cat and mouse with multiple cats. And while they weren't in the game for very long, facing them had us on the edge of our seats, especially when Lady D transformed into her hellish final form.
Flesh, bones, I will devour all of you!
Number 6. Wendigos, Until Dawn. The Wendigo of Algonquin Native American folklore has extremely dark origins, especially when viewed through Until Dawn's lens. The interactive horror game has you control multiple characters as they piece together mysteries and try to survive during a snowstorm. Hunting them throughout the night are a group of hungry, feral Wendigos.
Suck it!
Representative of greed and immense hunger, people transform into Wendigos after resulting to cannibalism. While collecting clues and figuring out the history of the mountain and these monsters is fun, dealing with one of them certainly isn't. They are absolutely vicious, wasting no time in ripping your characters to shreds should you make the wrong choice. Number 5. Umi Bozu, Neo. Set during the same period as Sekiro, Team Ninja's Neo forces players to confront multiple yokai, spirits from Japanese folklore. By far the most frightening is Umi Bozu, a sea spirit who sounds like a real jerk. In folklore, it would appear on a calm day just to turn the ocean violent, wrecking ships in the process. In Neo, it appears mostly made of water until you notice all the broken ship parts swirling inside it. Still, its design may be simple compared to other yokai, but what it lacks there, it more than makes up for in tactics and the implication of what should happen should it envelop you. Drowning is a terrifying fate, and one that the Umi Bozu loves to dole out. Number 4. Werewolves The Quarry. There have been many versions of werewolves throughout European folktales, but The Quarry shows them at their most frightening, at least in video games. From the same developer behind Until Dawn, it follows a group of camp counselors on their final night. There's a lot for players to contend with, chief among them being the werewolf curse spreading throughout the group. With stronger graphics and a more bloodthirsty creature, Supermassive took the familiar monster and breathed new, petrifying life into it. Any sequence where you must face one will have your hair standing on end, and every death at their hands, or rather mouths, will leave you squirming. Number 3. Ghosts Fatal Frame series. Ghosts are found in a variety of cultures and folktales, but Japan emphasizes their importance and downright fear more than many others, especially in film. On the gaming side, we have the Fatal Frame series, which will have you humming the Ghostbusters theme just to keep calm. The original game was released in 2001 and was praised for the camera obscura mechanic, having players take pictures of and bring peace to dangerous spirits. You don't know fear until you're walking through a seemingly empty room, only to pull up your camera and see it isn't empty at all. While the series has been quiet since 2014, Fatal Frame remains the best gaming series to center on malevolent ghosts. Number 2. Ebrietas, Daughter of the Cosmos, Bloodborne. From Software chose to focus on Lovecraftian mythology for Bloodborne, which happened to work wonders in a more horror-centric game. Many of the gods and creatures found there already seemed the stuff of nightmares, so it was a perfect fit. Ebrietas, Daughter of the Cosmos, may have been based on Cthulhu, as the two share several physical characteristics, including tentacles and huge wings. Regardless, she'll make you think twice about picking up another Lovecraft book. Her gaping face and the way she slithers about the arena is sure to make you a bit squeamish. There's so much going on in her design that it's actually hard to take it all in, which just makes things worse.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure to go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The Crones, The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt.
A fruit ripened in her womb. A fruit sprouted from seeds sown by a man she detested.
The Witch is another monster that has transcended European folklore, becoming a staple of pop culture. In no video game are we more disgusted or frightened by them than in The Witcher 3. Found in the Velen swamps, Bruris, Weavis, and Wispis are nasty pieces of work.
Yum, yum.
They each have disgusting physical characteristics, such as Weavis appearing blind due to a bug infestation on her face. Yuck! Furthermore, they all hold dear the most gruesome practices one would expect from witches, like cursing anyone who displeases them and a proclivity toward eating children. They've also fought in a huge pool of blood for good measure. The Crones are definitely vicious, but also more cunning than other, more animalistic creatures.
In the mood for more awesome gaming content? Be sure to check out this video here on Mojo Plays. And don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.